20-008, correspondence from Councilor Margaret L. Dudley regarding the request to discuss and act on a violation of the Council's rules of order by Councilor Kevin M. Blais.
Make the motion to open.
Motion to open in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Before we begin, Tim, do I need to recuse myself?
I never give ethics advice. My advice is if there's any doubt, get out. I have that saying. The only one that can tell you whether you need to recuse yourself or not is the Rhode Island Ethics Commission. So my advice is always consistent. If there's a question, take the conservative route, recuse, get an opinion from the Ethics Commission. That's prophylactic. That means you're protected if you do that. Otherwise, I do not have jurisdiction to give you an opinion as to whether or not you can recuse yourself. So I think I have consistently always told public officials, if you think there's a conflict, recuse and get an opinion. The only opinion that matters is the Ethics Commission. If I tell you you don't need to recuse yourself, and someone files a complaint, you end up in, with a problem down there. Not good for me, it's not good for you, it's not good for anybody. So,
I'm just going by the statement you made at the Ethics Commission on December 18th, where you informed the committee that you would adopt the responsibility of guiding members of the council.
no, I didn't. I said to the Ethics Commission, I will always assist a council member in requesting an opinion from the Ethics Commission. That's what I stated.
I quoted it a little bit differently.
That's what I stated. And there's a transcript. And if we have to get it, we can get it.
There's no transcript.
There's a recording.
There's no recording of that meeting.
There's minutes.
Yes, there are.
And I know what I stated. And I will assist you or any other council member to request an opinion from the Ethics Commission. But I don't give ethics opinions. Only the Ethics Commission has jurisdiction to do that.
At this time, I don't know what information is being presented, so I have no reason to recuse myself, but I will certainly hold the right to a recusal if it appears that a situation presents itself that warrants it.
We adopted rules of order April 2008. Rule number 6 under agenda, item E. The agenda for regular meetings will be finalized on the Thursday before a Wednesday meeting and made available for councilors and the general public on Friday morning after 8:30 a.m. Under unexpected or extraordinary circumstances, with the consent of the town council president, the agenda may be amended after Thursday, but under no circumstances, except as provided for emergency meetings, shall the agenda be amended within 48 hours of a scheduled meeting. It's come to my attention that Mr. Blais comes Thursdays to pick up his agenda. Always on a Thursday. If it's not ready, then he instructs the town clerk's staff to get his agenda to the police department, and he'll pick it up there. These rules are for everybody. If I can't get here on Friday, I call someone and I say, could you pick up my agenda for me? Could you pick up my packet? I've picked it up for Cindy. He clearly violates it. When the town manager had his hip surgery and the police were picking him up to bring him to work, Mr. Blais made a big deal about it, that this transportation was being provided by the police department, and that's not their job. It's not the police department's job to come to town hall to pick up your agenda so you can go to the police department on Friday and pick it up there. The agendas are ready at 8:30. Have a friend pick it up. Have somebody on the council pick it up for you. But clearly your actions for the last 6 months have violated our rules. And I'd like the council to take a position on it.
But just if I may interject, the council may take a position, but the way I read these rules, if you want to take any action, you can't take any action on this matter. That's my legal opinion. You have to amend the rules first, because the rules provide for a remedy when you're acting in a public hearing, censure and things like that, but there is no remedy.
The remedy could be that we instruct the town clerk's office that the agendas are not to be sent to the police department on Thursdays anymore.
Well, that's fine, okay. But
I'm not saying that we're going to censure him or sanction him or
okay, I just wanted to clarify
the
that.
agendas are not ready on Thursday. That's the position that I feel we should be taking, and that under no circumstances should the town clerk's office be asked or made to call the police department to come pick up his agenda so that he doesn't have to come here on Friday. Other people work, they make arrangements. I suggest you do the same.
May I respond, Madam President?
Yes, Mr. Blais.
Yes, I have made it a policy, Mrs. Dudley, which was certainly, I can't believe how ridiculous and how petty this is. But I do work on Fridays. My work day starts at 6 a.m. It's usually done by 6 p.m. However, the town hall hours are from 8:30 a.m. until 12:30, which precludes me from picking it up. This agenda, item number 6, states that there's a cutoff time at 4 o'clock, that the agendas will be developed on Thursday and will be available, my interpretation is, no later than after 8:30 on Friday.
Huh. That's a rather liberal reading.
Why don't you give me your interpretation?
It says they'll be ready Friday morning at 8:30, not before.
Does it also say that they will be completed on Thursday?
They'll be finalized.
Thank
But
you.
they're not available.
Oh.
It clearly says that they are not available.
This is a waste of the taxpayers' time. This is ridiculous.
And you make it a waste of the taxpayers' time. You're
You're
wasting
wasting taxpayers'
police.
time.
You're wasting
sorry.
police. May I have a question?
I'm sorry. This is council deliberation at this time, please.
Is it going to be a public discussion?
Yes.
This will not be a public discussion on this.
The
This was
police-
brought to the council's attention.
How
I'm
could
The
sorry.
police department's job is not to drive around town to get your agenda.
Actually, Mrs. Dudley, it has been the policy of this police department for a very long time, not only to pick up the agendas, but to deliver them to the council. I believe there is some language within the charter that turns around and says that that can happen. I, in fact, over the past year, have asked that the police simply pick it up while they drive by, not make a special trip to my house, but leave it at the police station so I can pick it up and prepare myself for a council meeting. I'm not asking to inconvenience anyone. I don't believe that it's been an inconvenience to the police department. Perhaps Colonel Gannon can speak to that. Colonel?
You know,